Peace reflections. You are over here with Tarithia. Like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button if you haven't already. Cause welcome to New World News. We leave the old world behind and we bring in. I'm just letting y'all know what's going on around. I'm just letting y'all know what's going on around the world. So go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe button, hit the follow button. What's up, Rumble in the Jungle? All my Facebook crew, how y'all doing? Baby, you are over here with Tarithia. So don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and ring my bell so you never miss out on great content because you just never know what I'm over here talking about, all right? So we finna stop over there in the land of Egypt. They said, where we going to Rick? We finna go over there to Egypt. Well, technically, we already in Egypt, okay? But, just I guess it depends on where you live, right? How you looking at the map. That being said, we finna go over there to Memphis, Tennessee, because the mayor in Memphis he calling for a listen. He said he helping that motherfucker. He said, listen, he need a little piece of assistance. He need just a little piece now. Just a little piece of assistance. He got police shit walking all off the job. They said, listen, y'all ain't paying me enough for this shit. If I want to go to Iraq, I went to the war. If I knew we was going to war every day, I clock it and know you get what I'm saying. There's gonna be a war in this motherfucker. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button. Okay, please reflect. This is New World News. Imagine hitting the button on them. You've been over here with my crew for long enough. You know what I mean when I say hit the button. They could have hit the button over there on me. They could have hit the button. Elon Musk, he over there with his everything. I heard he over there doing a good job. Putting money into the city. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? They hit that button. Hit the button on the community. Fucked around these YNs. It was a little error in the code. They thought that the enemy looked like them. They thought that the enemy was each other, and the whole time the enemy, imagine waking up a whole group of warriors and they done fucked around and forgot who the enemy is. Listen, y'all get on the computer and figure out the code and error, because it got to be a code and error. Oh, you said it's not a code and error? It's the purge. They doing a little piece of a purge, wiping out the old, coming in for the new. Okay, get rid of the unnecessary. Get rid of the unnecessary room for the necessary. New world. Okay then. Okay then. All right, just let me know, because I thought it was a little glitch in the software. I thought it was a glitch in the software. I thought it was something. Feel it in the air. I thought it was something in the air, in the water, in the food. What's going on? And I forgot who they aiming at each other. Reflection. They the real target. They aiming at each other. Y'all know woke these motherfuckers up in their ass, aiming at each other. Lord, say it ain't so. So the mayor, he need a little piece of assistance. He need a little. This one in the guidelines. This one in the code. And allegedly reflection. He said feel like shit. This grand theft auto out there. Literally. I heard you can't even keep your shit on. Keep calm at the gas station out there. Shit, I heard them. I'm just telling you some shit that I heard. Okay, with that being said, I be hearing a lot of things. My ears be to the streets. My ears be to the fucking community. I be like, what you say? Girl, shut your mouth and keep on motherfucking talking. Shut your mouth and keep on talking. That is truly the land of the dead, ain't I thought it was the land of kings, and it looked like it's the land of the dead. Reflection. They forgot where they is. They forgot where they is. Somebody get some mug water. Get you a couple little sprinkles of herbs and on the concrete, and y'all take it down there to Memphis, Tennessee. Shit, King Tut will be highly upset right now. Look at what y'all doing. So with that being said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We over here. We finna have a good time. Get your jackets and shit ready to reflect, because we finna go over to Tennessee. This is New World News, okay? When we take a look, we go down rabbit holes and we see, you get what I'm saying? We take the veil off. Reflection. We see what's really going on down there. Okay, we're gonna go see what's going on with the men's baby. They think this is a battlefield, and they don't forget who the target is. That must be in the code. So with that being said, I'm gonna give y'all a chance to go ahead. Get children out the room, because this ain't even that type of video. Reflection. Listen, we finna walk down these Memphis streets. We finna virtually walk down these Memphis streets, and we finna see what the fuck going on, because the mayor just said he need a little piece of assistance. He need a little assistance. Reflection. They got more police stations in Memphis, Tennessee than a little bit. What the fuck you mean? He said it ain't enough. He said it ain't enough, so we got to see what's going on. I know y'all got the Scorpion Squad and shit down there. I heard that's a squad now. That's just what I heard. I know they had a little controversy in the past. Now I know they had a little controversy in the past. Y'all can't hold it over their head forever and ever. Now listen, reflection. They said Teresa, what I'm just saying. Everybody make mistakes. But listen, reflection. Listen, okay? Everybody make mistakes. So with that being said now, shit, we finna figure out what's going on over there in Miss Tennessee, because I heard it was a little piece of a little ancient curse over there. Just a little piece. Just a little piece. Y'all ever the mommy. Y'all ever watch those movies? Y'all remember King Tut? They said no, she didn't go back to King Tut. All right, then y'all don't know where y'all hit. That's why you don't know what's going on, and you don't know where you're going and shit. I'm trying to tell you, King Tut, after he died, keep in mind his sister, whoever you want to fucking be, she had disappeared. Reflection. She had disappeared and shit. But keep in mind, before she disappeared, keep in mind she was a conjurer, baby. She was the medicine woman. Cause Tita was her mama. And you know, Queen Nefertiti, she had that book of the dead. You know, Queen Nefertiti was up under the castle and shit. She was up under there doing a little piece of mind control. A little piece of what you get what I'm saying? Elis ain't got shit on Queen Nefertiti, baby. You got nothing on Queen Nefertiti. I'm just trying to say she was the first one to ever do this shit. Shout out. Well, she wasn't the first one to ever do it, but she put a mark on them. Shout out to her. So we see reflection. This shit I heard now, Egyptian streets. They said that Memphis, you get what I'm saying, long time ago, back then long ago, but not that long ago. She could have sprinkled little herbs and shit over Memphis, Tennessee. So she left. Just listen. I'm just telling you what she said. I'm just saying you don't believe me, dude. You don't believe me. But if you don't believe me, if you go out there to Memphis and you go on their campuses and shit, they got this Egyptian statue up there, reflection. They got this look, I'm whispering shit. They got this Egyptian statue and shit up there. And it's a reason why you get what I'm saying? They made it into a Bass Pro Shop. They could have made them look at anything. They could have tore it down and all that shit. They said, hell no, we ain't getting rid of this pyramid. A lot of shit can go over here, but the pyramid, it gotta stay. It gotta stay. We about to now riffle, baby. Hit the like and subscribe button. Reflection. That is just shit I heard. It's between me and you. We on the porch. I'm just telling you shit that I heard now. Okay. In order to know where you're going, you gotta know where you at. So with that being said, I told you I could get stuff out of here. With that being said, welcome to New World. It's Rita, and I'm straight with the shit. So you got listen, reflection. We go down. Me and my crew, me and my stars. We go down rabbit holes. We go down ancient history and shit. Okay, listen, we be trying to tell some shit, but we don't want to. We ain't trying to do all that. You get what I'm saying? Because we feel it in the ass. I'm in the air hole. Like, subscribe, but I'll be right back. What's up, reflection? You know we was finna be on the porch, so I had to go get me some snacks. I had to go get me some what's with y'all know these. Well, I had to go get me some snacks because we on the porch shit. We on a piece of the porch. I had to go get me some. We gonna be out here a long time for the streets, baby. We finna do a virtual walk through these Memphis streets. You know, I had to go get me some snacks. You know, I had to go get me some snacks. I want some snacks, reflection. Some snacks, some snacky snacks, baby. Yeah, fuck around, get the kids, lunchable, some more shit. One none in there though. They said what? One none in there though. Okay, whatever. Okay. Okay, I was reading something. I ain't talking about shit though. So with what I said, I was reading something. I ain't talking about shit. So with that being said, reflection. If y'all missed the intro, Memphis Mayor, look at him over there. He just look like he smelled like apple. I don't even reflection. I like him. You know why? I just like him. He just the perfect face for Memphis. He just give me that good energy. You get what I'm saying? Good. Listen, only so much one man can do over there. All right. But that's basically what we're here to talk about. He said he needs some fucking assistance over there in Memphis, Tennessee. He said he needs some assistance in the land of the dead. Okay. These land of the kings to turn to the land of the dead over there. Listen, the YNs lost their damn mind. He said he needs some assistance. Crime is getting out of hand. He ain't got enough police officers to secure the Memphis streets, baby. Them back rows and them corners and shit. Reflection. He said he ain't got enough police out there. He ain't got enough security. Okay, you know them security guards ain't finna do shit no way. Them security guards ain't finna do shit no way. They just to make it look good. That's just what I heard. That's just I heard. They said I ain't 12, I'm 11. Fuck you talking about. They be like, fuck 12. They be like, nah, fuck that shit. I'm 11. I'm just here to watch, observe. Boy, that's what I'm here to do. Don't let shit pop off. Then don't let nothing pop off because they don't be saved. Don't save them. Security guards said they ain't finna say shit. They ain't finna shit. They gotta go back home, baby. Shantae's got a man at home. Shantae got a man at home. They said y'all got them fucked up. They not finna lose their life. List these YNs. These motherfuckers feel different. Y'all done hit the button on that. Hold on, please. Let me tell you what they did. They done fucked around. Hit the button. That's what they did. They said, oh, what? These some different type of YNs right here, baby. They think we over here fucking the game and shit. We playing the Xbox and shit around this motherfucker. They said, reflection, I'm just trying to tell you, think they were saying. They said this was not in the training. They didn't get this at the academy and shit. Motherfucker said they been on for 2 years and they ain't never seen no shit like this. They ain't never seen no shit like this. They said they feel like they walking out in a purge. Every day they go to work. When they clock in, they don't even know if they gonna clock out. That scary ass job and reflection. Shit. Okay. So with that being said, in the beginning we was talking about this. Keep in mind before we get into it, places with energy. Let's talk about this from a spiritual level. Okay, we kick our shit, we talk our shit about these, whatever, like that reflection, but places hold energy. Okay, and in order to know what is going on right, you have to go back when. You gotta know, excuse me, you gotta know where you at. Okay, you get what I'm saying? Reflection, right? And I keep telling you the Mississippi River, that's the Nile River, all right? Trying to tell y'all. That's why it's a whole lot of Egyptian symbolism in Memphis, Tennessee, baby. Because what the fuck do you think you are? I'll take you down. Okay, listen. Hey, you don't gotta be a believer. Believer. You ain't gotta be a believer, baby. But at the end of the day, all you gotta do is open your fucking eye up. And what do you think is going on? Okay. Some people say they think a damn experiment is going on out there in Memphis, Tennessee. Could be doing a little piece of experiment on y'all YNs while y'all just out there. I feel it in the air. While you always in that type of energy, while you always in that frequency, you never forgot how it was. They wake their ass up. Damn, they forgot the imagine sending a whole group out reflection and they forgot the motherfucking agenda. They fucked around and turns on each other. What is wrong with you? Baby, you was a warrior back then. You was a soldier back then, but damn, you did this ain't how it would be. This must be a flaw in the design or something. I feel it in the air. It must be something in the It must be something in that Mississippi now river water. Okay, get your shit together. Fuck around with you. Y'all gonna fuck around and take out each other. Who gonna be left then? Who gonna be left? If all of us fucked around and turned the guns on each other, how the fuck when the real enemy come, who gonna be left? Who really gonna be standing around? Okay, but you know what? Them fallen angels, them fallen angels, they play on their pride and they'll play on your pride and your ego in the motherfucking minute reflection. How you doing some shit you never thought you would do. If you step outside of self and really look back, you're like, what the fuck was I thinking? The fallen angels, a motherfucker. I'm trying to tell you, don't let them get you. Cause they out and they busy. All right. So, and they love that they need a body to host, all right? And they jump from bodies to bodies. That's just shit that I heard. You just know that, all right? With that being said, let's keep it going, all right? Because this is a spiritual war. This ain't physical. It's just dropping down and shit spiritually. Start spiritually, okay? Whether you religious, you better open your eyes and see what the fuck is going on, okay? So, with that being said, keep in mind the Memphis mayor, he is calling this him over there to the side. He's calling a national state emergency. Okay, he needs some assistance. Now, I don't know if you've been to Memphis lately, but they be having state troopers, all type of shit out there. They know in a minute they gonna call the National Guard on y'all motherfucking ass. Y'all better get your shit together. Because right now Memphis is one of the most dangerous cities in the United States. Okay, they ranking number one, not number two, not three, number one. Don't leave your fucking car on when you go out there either. Okay. And on what you drive, you better stay in that bitch one leg in and one leg out and have your shit beside y'all right now. I'm just letting you know that's just what I heard. And so, with that being said, let's take a listen. Let's do a virtual. We're just gonna do virtual now. Let's do a virtual walk through these Memphis streets.
I keep telling y'all folks, man, this is gonna be the most bloodiest summer in the United States history with crime in the streets, man. These young motherfuckers in Philadelphia knocking motherfuckers off left and motherfucking right. Them folks had 8 motherfucking shootings in 3 hours across Philadelphia. Every last one of the motherfuckers that got shot was under the age of 18, man. And one of them motherfuckers got put in a bag. Every last one of the stories these motherfuckers start off with, there was a car pull up and 2-3 young motherfuckers with masks got out and opened fire on 2-3 other motherfuckers. That's how that shit went, man. If don't nobody step in, the federal government, and declare a pandemic, because we is at a situation where it's worse than fucking COVID, man. If ain't no such thing as a national emergency, it's one right motherfucking now. And it's gonna be hot outside, and they ain't even let these young motherfuckers out of school yet, man. They ain't even let them young motherfuckers out of school yet, man. As soon as them motherfuckers ain't got nothing but time on their hand, they gonna go out there in them streets and carjack and rob and kill folks, man. In every motherfucking state, I'm telling you, you better D up for these young motherfuckers this summer, man. You better D up and be ready to put one of these young motherfuckers in a bag to teach them motherfuckers that.
We on YouTube. Probably say that. You can't say that. But listen, I think he said that was in Philadelphia. Philadelphia? What part of Philadelphia? I wonder what part of Philadelphia was he talking about. But anyway, we're going to go back to Memphis too, but that was important as well. Reflection, crime is getting high. And think about all this crime that's going on. And I'm like him, school ain't even out yet. They ain't even out of fucking school yet. Reflection. What you think they gonna do when they get out of school? Shit, a lot of places they don't have activities for these children to go to. Reflection, they be getting bored and shit. You get what I'm saying? They're 10 already short as fuck. You get what I'm saying? The 30s and the 10s, the 15s ain't doing them no good. I'm talking about them pills and shit. Reflection. Okay, but keep in mind all this shit is put out there by design. Okay, you gotta watch the play. You gotta watch the play. Don't get caught in the game. Don't just be no NPC player in the game. You gotta learn the game for even jump in there and try to play it. That's the problem right now. A lot of y'all ass out there trying to play the game, literally, and you don't even got the instructions. You didn't get a cheat code. You don't know what's really going on. You just jumped in a motherfucking game. Hit the like and subscribe reflection. But let's talk about, speaking of NPC play, I like this message this lady right here. This young lady gave from she from Memphis. She was talking about the importance of getting out. And a lot of people, they having trouble. They never stayed outside of Memphis. They said they not leaving their city type shit. But keep in mind, think about a person that always stay in their neighborhood, never venture out, never go nowhere else. All they know is their neighborhood. So how would you know how shit is somewhere you stay at? And this shit really not supposed to be like this if you don't go other places, if you don't venture out type shit. You get what I'm saying? Your mind was stuck in this motherfucking box, man. Maybe where they trying to keep your mind stuck in, okay? Remember, it's by design. Nothing is by coincidence in this world, all right? You just got to sit back and start being a fucking player and see what's really going on. Because keep in mind, they ain't even got out of school. They ain't even got out of school yet, okay? Let's listen.
Motherfuckers out here setting shit up to make you think that your op killing your folks. It ain't even your ops, bruh. It don't even be your ops, so you go after your ops, kill them before they couldn't even tell you the truth because of their pride. They couldn't even tell you that they had nothing to do with your brother dying. Because they pride and they ego, they just can't come to you because they feel like they're a hoe. If they come to you and be like, bruh, I know we into it, bruh, but I ain't killed little Day-Day. Whole time, the niggas that got money on your head and then been had money on your brother's head just came up with it. Somebody took the money and did the shots. Simple. Because if you didn't know who you were, I'm telling you who you are now. So if you die, and I'm telling you how powerful you really are. If Lil Day-Day die, what you think they gonna do with Lil Day-Day powerful ass body? As many people die in Memphis, you think they putting all them bodies underground? Let me tell you something. Before I left Memphis, I was in South Memphis, right? I stayed in South Memphis, across the street from a cemetery, swear to God, right across the street. I remember waking up one day and just looking like, I seen them. I've always seen like some little smoke in the area, like in a cemetery, like they was burning some shit. I don't know. It was like some smoke, always some commotion in this area. And this cemetery had been around for so long, to the point where it was like they got burials from 1990s over there. I'm like, damn, okay, cool, historical, okay. But one day, because I used to walk. I was walking. So I walked past one day and I remember seeing certain tombstones. Then, one morning after I was there for over a year, I walked by and there was a whole clear section, right? And I'm thinking to myself, this wasn't clear. How is this ground clear now? I'm telling you, they're digging them bodies up. And if they got an old tombstone on, you best believe ain't shit in that motherfucking grave site. You best believe it. As many people die in Memphis, you think they got enough room for them? Do you really think they leaving Lil Day-Day powerful ass underground, knowing how much power his body still hold dead and alive? He probably got more power dead than he do alive. Cause he on the low frequency. When he dead, you got all the organs, all the body parts. You think them folks gonna let that shit go to waste if they know even just a pinky of Lil Day-Day gonna do them some good? Let's be fucking for real. I'm just telling you.
Cook queen. What I'm talking about, baby. Okay, so let her talk her shit, reflection. Let her talk her thing over here is alleged. Everything is for educational purposes only. We go down rabbit holes, conspiracy theories, all that shit. But you better know what's really going on. You better know where you got to put with this shit ain't rocket science. 1 + 1 is 2 reflection. 1 × 1 is 1 reflection. That's what they say, some shit like that. But think about it, reflection. Just think for a second. But you don't really know who you are. Because I feel it in the air. It's yeah. Yes. Hit the button on that. Hit the bell. Hit the yeah. They forgot who they is around that bitch. Okay, you better wake up instead of the coffee. You better wake up and smell it in the air. Okay.
Go. Everybody knows if it's hot outside, stay your ass in the house. Because it be police everywhere. When I tell you it's a fucking setup out there, it's a fucking setup. Them folks literally get behind you for a reason. Not for the reason, oh, you didn't stop at the red light, you're going too fast. No, they trying to kill you. And then don't let you have a fence in. If you from Memphis, you know the niggas with the fence ins. Off top, you a target. Off top, they come to get your ass. They gonna try to pull you over. And what the niggas gonna do? If you from Memphis, you already know. You think these niggas finna pull over? Let's be for real. Them niggas ain't finna pull over. It's finna be a high-speed chase, putting their life in danger, other innocent people's life in danger, and the police putting their own damn life in danger. It probably not even be a real police officer. It probably be some NPCs out there working on the clock. Because these niggas, I'm telling you, before I left Memphis, I seen a motherfucking police officer chasing after a nigga. He leaned back like this. Like he leaned back with one hand on the steering wheel, chilling. Them folks think that shit a games for you to kill yourself. Because when you driving trying to get away, you going every which way. You not even thinking in your head, oh, my safety, right? So you driving, you go over a lump, and you flip your car then with. See, I'm telling you, the way it got it set up out there, you thinking, man, I gotta get away. So I won't get pulled over. So I won't go to jail. Because what you doing? You running around hot. You probably got something on you. Or you probably don't. You just run just to be running. It's to the point where females doing this shit. Putting their own life in danger. And they want you to do that. Because it's a low frequency in the earth for you to do stupid shit. So you can kill your own self. So you can make your own stupid decisions. Why is there so much killing going on out there? See, have y'all ever stopped to think about this shit? I think motherfuckers need to go take a trip out the city. Because a lot of motherfuckers like, I can't leave my city. I can't leave my mama. I can't leave this. Once you leave out the city and realize that shit ain't normal, then you start to think like, what the fuck is they doing? You got the police working with the gangs and the police working with the attorneys and the police and the gangs working with the motherfucking judges. What the fuck is going on? Is anybody gonna speak up? They playing on your top because they know if you find out who you are, you're going to take the fuck over. If they know you're going to push some shit about some money, about a car, about your motherfucking respect. Imagine if they told you they've been playing on your top since you've been born. Imagine they told you they got money on your mama head, your grandma head, and everybody else in your family head. They know if you knew who you really were. You think Donald Trump would be president? You think the governments would really be running these motherfucking cities? Memphis folks will be really taking over this whole motherfucking, you much killing going on out there. See, have y'all ever stopped to think about this shit? I think motherfuckers need to go take a trip out the city. Have you ever thought to yourself, ain't no way motherfuckers waking up every day killing?
Girl, rep your city, girl. Rep your city. Okay, for real though. She cooking reflection. Okay, now listen. You may not agree with everything, but shit. She was speaking truth on some of the reflection. She was speaking truth on a lot of these. All right. So with that being said, think about it from a higher perspective. Think at the middle of the pyramid and at the bottom of the pyramid. Think about sitting at the top of that pyramid. Why do something when I can get y'all to do it? What I got to get out there and do something for me? Hit the button on them. Hit the button on them. Hit the button. I forgot who this is anyway. Shit, we gonna have to do a whole new reset. We gonna have to do a whole new purge around here because they don't even who they this one flawed. This one flawed. We gonna have to come up with a new little set. Hit the button on them. Reflection. Okay, you better in the air. I don't know how I'm gonna say that before y'all catch on, all right? But with that being said, I thought she had some real good points. We're gonna go back and we're gonna talk about Memphis a lot, and because we talk about ancient Memphis too, okay? In order where you at, you gotta know where you been, reflection. In order to know what's going on, you gotta go back in history because history don't do shit but repeat itself, bitch. It don't do nothing but repeat itself, and you on that house wheel, you just going in circles, while everything around you just study building, study moving, study playing on your top type shit, reflection. And if you don't get in the game, don't get left behind. I'm trying to tell you, if you don't get in the game, you will fucking get forgotten. Okay, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Y'all better wake up out there, Memphis, to the 10 up the sea, baby. Okay, listen, let's keep it going. Doing everything over here is for educational purposes only. You over here with Tariq, don't forget like and subscribe button.
Okay, let's talk about the crime in Memphis, Tennessee. Since everybody wants to make money off of it, since everybody wants to report it, since everybody wants to get their fame off the city of Memphis, Tennessee, let's get into the history of why. Got to deal with the why of things, right? Why is this happening, right? Well, back in the day, they eliminated and they rinsed all activities for the children in Memphis. We had a place here called Liberty Land where the kids could go every summer and work and learn how to be on a job. They eliminated that. We had a summer program. We had the corporations in engagement with the city that they would bring the kids into the corporations during the summer and let them be interns and teach them how to work in the corporations, right? They eliminated that. Everything that was for the kids in Memphis has been wiped out and has not been replaced with nothing else. So you left these kids with nothing but the streets. See, let's talk real. Let's stop playing about this, right? It's all about locking them up. Make them fall. Don't give them an opportunity. Yeah, y'all get your money off of Memphis, but nobody wants to tell the truth of what happened and how they tried to destroy the kids of Memphis.
Okay, now listen, listen, our elders coming out, they have a lot to say. He said, listen, let's die till we know what the problem, we know it's a problem. Now what's the root of this problem? What happened to all these programs for these children and different things like that to keep them occupied out of the streets, to keep their mind focused on other things? Because I tell, what's that old saying? An idle mind is the devil's playground. Now, whatever you want to believe in, an idle mind is the fallen angels. That's their playground. They love to sit over there not doing. Oh, your mind idle. Oh, you ain't got shit on your mind. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing to do. We give you something to do then. Okay, then reflection. You better hit the like, hit the subscribe button. You better smell it in the air, cause it's a new frequency around here. You better. All right. Okay. Reflection. All right, now let's keep it going. Let's see what's going on over there in the Memphis 10 of the city.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. They had a press conference with the mayor of Memphis, and them folks said they got a shortage of police going on to the summertime, man. Them folks said that they got police walking off the job because them folks said they ain't paying enough, man. They said that the police don't even want a police in Memphis because them young motherfuckers got AR-15s and they shooting at the police, man. Police said that them folks don't need no regular police for it. They need to bring in the National Guard Army and clean up the streets of Memphis, man. They said that ain't no police force built for the type of killings and carjackings and robberies that's going on in Memphis, man. They said they don't even have enough police to supply a shift to the point where they got police working 2-3 shifts, and you know them folks tired, man. I keep saying it, and y'all folks ain't listening, man. Memphis is on a world news platform to the point where somebody like President Trump listening, and somebody at the DOJ listening, and them folks gonna send the National Guard Army down there to save them folks, man. Because ain't no way that you ain't got enough people to support you, police-wise, to make sure the criminals don't rob and kill you, man. And you got the mayor on here saying that there's way too much crime, and they said they ain't never in 20 years had so many police walk off the job and turn their badge in and say, man, y'all got this shit.
So he's been alleged that a lot of these police officers, they walking off the clock. They said, fuck that shit on lunch break. They ain't coming back, Reflection. They not even coming back, baby. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We over here in Memphis, Tennessee. We did this and they called me in for a national emergency. They said, listen, cause it's too much crime. We ain't even got enough police officers to handle all this shit. All right, let's see what's going on, Reflection. We're taking a virtual walk through this.
This is breaking news.
We are staying on top of that breaking news at Mosby and Dunlap. Memphis police giving us an update right now. Let's listen in.
Of a lost loved one when the shooting did occur. We need your help. Community, we need your help. In order for us to solve this crime, the Memphis Police Department need you. Please, if you know anything or if you know anybody who knows anything about a gray sedan that was responsible for this incident, please call Crime Stoppers at 528-CASH. 528-CASH. We thank you, and if you have any other questions, please contact the Public Information Office. Thank you for coming out today.
Again, that was Memphis police giving us an update on this shooting investigation. We now know 5 people were injured in this shooting tonight on Mosby and Dunlap. This is in the medical district. Let's get a live look at the scene where they are still investigating. Memphis police right now still on the scene gathering evidence. I think I counted about 12 evidence markers there. Memphis police say 5 people were injured. 2 are in critical condition tonight after this shooting here on Mosby and Dunlap. Our Fox 13's Rosalind Freeman also was there earlier tonight trying to figure out what was going on. About an hour or so ago, she had to leave the scene after hearing gunshots erupt. When she returned, she also noticed there was what appeared to be a vigil that had been going on there. It looked like there were candles there on scene. We're still working to find out more information about what exactly was going on when these shots rang out tonight. But sadly, 5 people shot tonight in the medical district. Memphis police just confirming 2 are in critical condition and that they are looking for a gray sedan that apparently is where those gunshots came from. But still a massive police presence still here. They've got that blocked off there on Mosby, right there at Dunlap. This would also appear to be why when Rosalind had to leave the scene, she went by Regional 1. Officers were there at Regional 1 as well. And we now know 5 people had been shot, rushed to the hospital. 2 are in critical condition. Stay with Fox 13. We are working to get more information on this as well. We will update you on air and online, fox13memphis.com. Also, stay with the latest information tomorrow morning on Good Morning Memphis.
Now that's some shit right there, Reflection. Imagine being in the middle of doing your news conference and next thing you know, you hear some shots and shit. You like, we gotta get the fuck out of here. We'll come finish this shit later. They couldn't even get the shit. They couldn't even do the news. Them folks out the show, Reflection, hit the like and subscribe button. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We over here in Memphis, Tennessee. What is really going on?
How Memphis, Tennessee is very much cursed. I actually believe that all the cities that are connected to the Mississippi River are cursed. If you do your research, there is always some type of accident, always some type of weird thing going on with the bridges that's over the Mississippi River. If you live in Memphis, baby, please protect yourself because the demons are definitely lurking. And it's crazy because we have divine souls that are the protectors. We have the lost souls that don't want to know nothing about Memphis being cursed, don't want to know nothing about the spiritual side of Memphis. They don't want to know none of that shit. And we also have the dark ones, the ones who are the demons are living through, or the ones that the demons are controlling. And the dark ones there's like more dark ones than they are the spiritual warriors, the protectors, the divine souls. And the dark ones want everybody to be just like them, dark, violent, depressed, in the same situation. Energy especially is weird downtown Memphis and South Memphis. So if you live in downtown or South Memphis, I would definitely suggest you put more spiritual protection on, because when I say the demons are lurking, the demons are fucking lurking. They affect people in different ways as well. Some, you might end up being more violent or being more masculine, especially for the women. Especially for the women. They will also have people like consuming more drugs and alcohol as well, just so you can get in that vibration of where they need you to be.
You know they call them wine and spirits for a reason. You know it's the liquor store every corner out there for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying, Memphis mother? You better wake up and feel it in the air. Cause they out there, the following ones, they playing out there. It's like a playground out there for their ass right now. You better wake up coffee, okay? That's why when you look at certain people eyes, you don't see nothing. You be in Memphis sometimes, you look really take a look in their eyes. You don't want to look too long though. You don't see nothing. You don't see nothing. You don't see nothing but I got them spirits. Nothing but them spirits, baby. Okay, I'm trying to tell you, they having a fucking. It's like a vacationing out there. Cause what a lot of people don't know is Memphis is an old country town. That's what is. Like, remember, go to my playlist to the Hoodoo Voodoo tab. Nothing but concerts, especially on Beale Street. Beale Street was the place to be if you want a little piece of Do You Believe in Magic? Okay, see, y'all don't know it yet. You don't know where the fuck you at. That's what it is. Y'all done forgot where y'all is. Y'all done forgot they done fucked around. Hit the button. Hit the button. Hit the button on their ass, and they done forgot. They done forgot. Yeah, history don't change. It just keep repeating itself. Reflection. All right. So with that being said, let's keep it going. What's really going on out there in Memphis, Tennessee? And remember, I keep saying, in order to know what's going on right now, then you got to know what was going on in the past. A lot of y'all don't even know where the fuck you at. All the symbolism, but you still don't know where you at. So how the fuck can you possibly know who you are? But let's go back when. Let's take them back. I take you down
near Memphis. And the water subsided and the island got bigger and bigger and bigger. The University of Tennessee, which got the big old glass pyramid down there. You've been down there and saw this thing? And the statue of Ramesses, that the president of Kemet gave them a replica of Ramesses. They went and excavated the land, and they dug up a lot of ancient black bodies. In that land, on that island in the river in Memphis, Tennessee. The lady went on to say that based on legend has it, that when the Europeans got to Memphis, Tennessee, they didn't name Memphis, Tennessee based on their knowledge of Memphis, Egypt, or Memphis, Kemet, based on them being Masons or whatever. In this particular case, what happened is, the legend has it, is when they first settled the land, the Native Americans, or the Native Indigenous people that we call Indians, or the Native Americans, said that this particular place is called Memphis. And they insisted upon it that this place was to remain Memphis. And it was the Native Americans that taught the European settlers about Memphis. And they went into the story. This is some remarkable stuff. It went into the story that at their first beginning of whenever they migrated in, there were these Egyptians living on the land in Memphis. That was a subsidiary of original Memphis, Egypt. It's hard to say because we have to find out the period of when these particular Native Americans got there. So it had to be a very early period, probably a couple of hundred years before the European settlers got there. So it's not going to be that hard to do the work on when the Europeans settled Memphis. And they said, the story goes that this is Memphis, named after groups of Egyptians or black people that was here when we migrated into the land, the Native Americans. Real jail system. Because certain things were taboo. So somebody says it's kind of hard to believe that death is taboo because we have so much people being murdered around us till it's a way of life, until it's kind of hard to perceive that death can be taboo. But if you just notice black people right in the 20th century, before the 1980s, we had several things in our community we just didn't do. You know, there's several things that was taboo, and we could go on and on list of things we just didn't do. For an example, let's even talk about killing. Now, John Henry Clark said that he believed that ate some. You see what I'm saying? So we know that there's several taboos that we just didn't do. You see what I'm saying? There's several things that we see white children would do. Well, the legend has it is that there was a new state set up in the Americas for people who, number one, were banished from the societies, and they would settle in remote places. Well, the legend has it that one of the places was Memphis, Egypt. First it was a settlement for people who were banished from the societies, and later on, based on visitation and trade with these particular people, it later on became a province of ancient Kemet, and was named Memphis. This is the information that the sister gave based on the legends of the Native Americans. You see what I'm saying? Now, there's all kind of Masonic history the European is hiding. In Richard Noon's book, Ice the Ultimate Disaster, 5/5/2000, Ice the Ultimate Disaster, he quotes several Masonic organizations that had held on certain information that is also quoting the early white settlers, here again, in America, when he said that when the white settlers settled Maine, the state of Maine, they found Egyptians or Camites reading, writing, and speaking hieroglyphics in that area.
Bobby, shut your mouth and you better keep on talking. You better keep on talking to us, Bobby, but something reflection. I knew Bobby Hemming won. I knew he won. I already knew he won lying. You probably wouldn't even believe me. When people read about Kent and they read about Nefertiti, you know where they descendants really are reflections to this walking, talking, breathing Memphis. You probably wouldn't even believe, but it's true. It's true. They say, how the fuck do you know to read them? I'll take you down. Just know that I know. Okay, reflection. Walking, talking, breathing. still here, because history don't die. It literally keep repeating itself, and it's not hard to it's really not hard to notice. It's not really to notice them. Okay, reflection, but they know their history as well too. Okay, they're there. So with that being said, let's keep it going. All right, and you probably like to never had his two children. They had died or whatever, Taretha, but his wife though, which was technically his sister, right? That she just vanished from history. The conjure lady, right? The one who the reflection. Okay, yeah. All will be revealed in due time. Just know that. So with that being said, hit the like button, hit the
Why they
subscribe. Let's
calling
keep
this the
going.
Memphis Zoo? You see how this shit is so called Egyptian or ancient Kemet? You know what I'm saying? Cause this is see what I'm saying? Why they got this so-called zoo in Memphis? Are all the zoos in the so-called United States, are they made like this? Oh, they made this specifically like ancient Egypt or ancient Kemet, because this is ancient Egypt or ancient Kemet. And they call it the Memphis Zoo. See what I'm saying? Memphis, the zoo. And what is the zoo? The zoo is based on zoology or the zodiac. See what I'm saying? Zodiac dealing with signs. See what I'm saying?
I got a quick question for you, bro. And I don't want to mess this up. I'm trying to figure out where is all right in Africa. It's a place called Memphis, right? Is that in Egypt or is that in Nigeria?
Memphis?
It's next to the river. Now I think it's one of the Nile rivers or something like that.
Memphis. I think I know what you're speaking about. It might be an Egyptian city there, but
Right.
yeah, because like
And it sits right off on the river, right? It sits right off on the river.
yeah, because it's kind of hard to understand kind of the history there, because you gotta understand how Egypt is divided to multiple
Right.
like countries, nomes, and each of them was ruled by different people and shit like that. Memphis is one area. There's
Right.
Temple of Luxor. There's so many different areas there.
No, see, what the reason why I asked you that is because I really don't know if it's Egyptian or Nigeria, whatever. But
Yeah.
they broke down how it's similar to the Memphis over here, because the Memphis over here, and in Tennessee.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And I think if you do a lot of research on America, you will notice a lot of similarity. They have a lot of Arabic names, a lot of biblical names within the maps, within the geographical location, even way more in Middle East and even Africa and things like that. This is what I was speaking about, how it's dealing with the energy of Scorpio, the eighth house, the hidden world, the occult, the mysticism.
Energy. Let me ask you this: is the Nile River the longest river in Africa? Do you know that?
I think
because the Mississippi over here is the longest river down.
100%, 100%.
Yeah, so Memphis sit off on the longest river in the United States. That's the Mississippi. So that's why I didn't want to confuse that with the Nile River in Africa.
No, I understand that, and I think one thing people kind of broader the horizon and understand how all these are kind of astrological correspondence that deal with astrology first. So before we kind of get lost in like how the physical things, we kind of need to learn how each geographical location line up with certain energies more, and we gotta understand how everybody did the same thing everywhere. And
exactly.
There's no problem with saying everything started like in America, because if you think about this, is the Western Hemisphere dealing with the fall season, how we felt, how they talk about the Bible of Enoch, the story of the angel falling, but that's the entire story of humanity. So you could say the first place the entire humanity fell is like in America, and from there kind of I argue we moved kind of shit like we got lost and shit like that.
Oh damn! See for me, I was learning that on I think that was National Geographic I was watching, and both of them pretty much have like the breakdown of how the Nile River is probably a little bit longer than the actual Mississippi River, but in the same geographical areas, Memphis sit right there, and Memphis has a period. Like, okay, the Memphis up here in Tennessee, it actually has a pyramid right there on the lake. I mean, on the river. And then when you look at the picture that showed, I want to say the Nile River. I'm not sure, but whatever river that is in Africa, they show a pyramid right there on the same side. And I was wondering if you knew the similarities of why they did that.
Maybe it's just a coincidence. Do you believe in coincidences reflection? Because now, with that being said, in order to know what's going on in Memphis, Tennessee, you got to know where you are. And in order to know where, and when you figure out where you are, you go in history, because history don't die; it just keeps repeating itself. So if you know what was going on back then in Memphis, Egypt, in Memphis, Tennessee, whatever you want to call reflection, then you would know it's just a repeating now. Then you would know these YNs, these are nothing but shit. Did you not know King Tut had the best of the best soldiers out there? Reflection. He had some of the best warriors out there. But listen, if you don't know who you are, if you letting somebody sit up and tell you who you are, of course, you gonna let the frequency, you gonna let it air. I feel it in the air. You're gonna let that frequency fuck you up. You're gonna stay in this same never ending cycle. You're gonna stay on that hamster wheel reflection. That's what I call it, the hamster wheel. A person that don't know where they go, just going in circles and circles and circles and circles till they finally get tired or die out on that fucking circle. Do you hear what I'm saying? Reflection. Okay, you gotta remember who you are in order to know where you're going. All right. So with that being said, everything in this video is for educational. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Until next time, I share.